What's up guys, it's Nancher here and welcome back to another Transfer Society video, which the first two become a big hit off and you guys seem to love it. So yeah, let's continue, shall we? Starting off with your first top comment. And the top comment was from Ruben Sluffisis, hope I pronounced that right. He said, is there going to be a world transfer, is the transfer record going to be broken this summer? Well, Ruben, the answer is it could be, because Paris Saint-Germain are going to get Neymar for 195,222 million euros. Now, will this deal happen? Well, it said in the Brazilian newspaper and the Brazilian media saying that he wants to go to PSG. He is not happy at Barcelona because he's not getting the treatment that Suarez and Lionel Messi is. Barcelona are getting a new president, which they already announced. They have a new manager. The manager doesn't like Neymar because he's Argentinian. So there's so much queries and so much BS, but it's not real. For me, the whole link up with maybe is going to Paris Saint-Germain, maybe because he wants to be the main guy of the team, maybe because he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, maybe because so many things. We don't know. He may not go to Barcelona. He may stay at Barcelona. He may even sign a new contract. But look, I'm just going by what the links are. But it may happen. To answer your question, yes, I think the transfer record will be broken this summer, and I do see Neymar going to PSG. Not that he's unhappy at Barcelona. It's just I feel like he needs to come out of his shell from Lionel Messi if he's going to even. Because I just feel like it's like Batman and Robin. Messi's Batman and Neymar is Robin. Not that I'm hating, not that I'm dissing on Neymar. I think Neymar's a sensational player, but he's just always going to be in Lionel Messi's shadow. And then Lionel Messi signing a new contract until 2022. It's going to be very difficult for Neymar to even step up. So maybe going to PSG, maybe the right thing for him. What do you guys think? I really like your input. Also linked with Paris Saint-Germain this week is Alexis Sanchez. That's right, PSG are now linked with Alexis Sanchez. It could be 68 million euros. That is around about 59.6 mil, which is quite much a lot of money. This came out of nowhere. Everybody thought he's gonna stay at Arsenal because he's got £270,000 a week. Man City were looking to buy him, but they ain't going to buy him because Arsenal never selling them to a rival. Bayern Munich didn't want him because he's overpriced. So that is that Paris Saint-Germain, which are right now the odds-on favourites to sign him. Will that happen? Well, if they're looking Neymar, it could happen. But hey, this transfer has been so weird this summer, anything can happen. Newcastle signed two players. One of them is Murphy, who signed from Norwich. He was decent in the Championship last season. You know, he's got quality. He's a Newcastle United fan, so he gets my fucking vote. I watched him against us for Norwich against Newcastle. He scored 2 goals against us, so he's got ability. The problem is, can he do it in the Premier League? It's a big one for him. I'm still on the fence with it, but he's got ability. He could do a Dele Alli, you know, even believe what he got in there from. So it can happen, but we have to watch that one. And the other one is Marquinhos, who is in Atletico Madrid. Don't really know anything about him, and somebody said he was on loan at Sunderland last season. So Rafa is really good. Rafa is really good at finding hidden gems from out of nowhere. He got in the likes of Dries Mertens from Napoli. He also brought in Xabi Alonso, who is if not one of the greatest midfield players of all freaking time. So he does find hidden gems. I hope this one is another one. Joe Hart is now left. He's pretty much finished at Manchester City. He is now on loan at West Ham. West Ham have an option to buy him next summer. He has got no future at Manchester City. He's now at West Ham. And I think that's you know what, is that a really good goalkeeper for West Ham? Because you got Adrian and Randolph. Yeah, maybe you're getting England's number one, but then he had a horrific season at Torino. He was terrible against Scotland for England at the Euros, where he could have saved one of the free kicks. Thank God he wouldn't have a chance of saving. But it's going to be interesting. I think right now he needs to reestablish his career, Joe Hart, if he's going to even be in the World Cup squad for England. Maybe England's number one. So it's a big move for. This is a big season for Joe Hart, and he needs to. This has to work. If he has a bad season, He may not even be at West Ham next season. He may be even lower down. So yeah, it's a big risky move for West Ham to buy Joe Hart. I still think I get why they signed him, but it's a big risk for West Ham to sign a player who's right now struggling to even. His form is just iffy at the minute. Another goalkeeper who has now joined our club is Juventus of St. Wojciech Szczesny from Arsenal on a permanent deal. I think it's £14 million, and he won't be at Roma. I think it was Roma for 2 seasons. He's a backup. He will be a backup to Buffon. Once Buffon retires, he's going to be their main goalkeeper. So yeah, good signing. Yes, he was probably the third best goalkeeper in Serie A last season behind Buffon and Donnarumma from AC Milan. So he's got potential. He's got really good potential at Roma last season. The problem is he does have a mistake in him, but with Juventus have a really good defence. Okay, apart from Bellucci who went to AC Milan, but they have a good defence in Chiellini and Barzagli, and also another centre back at the bottom. But it's a big risk for Juventus to bring in a goalkeeper from Arsenal. And Arsenal are really good at goalkeeper. Chelsea signed Morata for a club record fee, £70 million freaking pound. It's a lot of money for Chelsea to spend on Morata, even though he was linked with Manchester United. Morata, so they bought Lukaku instead. Chelsea went and bought probably the best striker out there they could get. Only one even come close is Aubameyang, but he's staying at Dortmund now. So Morata, I think it's a decent signing for them. He was Real Madrid's second top goal scorer last year behind Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a man who has his back up to fucking Benzema. So I think it's a great signing. I'm really looking forward to watching Morata play for Chelsea next season with Diego Costa, who is now not going to be there. He's going to be at Atletico Madrid. Looks like he's going to be letting him do a permanent deal, and he's going to go on loan the first season to Inter Milan or AC Milan. So really good signing. I'm really looking forward to watching Morata, see what he can do for Chelsea and the Premier League, and also reunion back by Antonio Conte. West Ham on the verge of saying West Ham have signed 2 new players. One of them is Anadovic. I think this is a sensational signing from them. Anadovic, West Ham team. I rate Anadovic. I really do. He may have a bad year, but he can show quality at times. Like Shaqiri, he can show a bit of quality. That's why I call him the Austrian Zlatan, because you don't know what you get from the guy. And also Jan Hernandez from Bayer Leverkusen, the little P, Chicharito, is going to West Ham. And the fact of the matter is, his goal record, I looked this up, is quite remarkable. You know, he scored a lot of goals for Mexico, but he doesn't really do it for the clubs. You know, yes, he had a good record at Leverkusen, but Leverkusen in a struggle last season, and he, for whatever reason, just didn't do it. At Manchester United, his first 2 seasons, he was untouchable. And then later in the season, when David Moyes was there, and also when Louis Van Gaal was there, he couldn't get in the team. He couldn't even get a game. So I'm not a fan of Hernandez, but I do rate him highly, big time. I think he's definitely going to make West Ham better. No question about it. He is definitely West Ham's best signing they've signed probably since they bought Andy Carroll, really. So this is a really good signing from them. Also Anadovic, who I think is going to be, if not their best player for them. But Hernandez bringing in those 2. So far, West Ham have had a good window so far. Bringing Joe Hart and them 2. What they get even more amazing is if they get rid of Andy Carroll instead of like Newcastle. That's not going to happen. It could. I've seen weird things happen so far. It may even get Daniel Sturridge, but I don't think that'll happen now. And the last one is Roma signed Defoe, who I've never heard of, and he plays for some Ligue 1 team. So yeah, bringing a striker who's unknown. Big risk, but hey, you're back up to Dzeko, or you could easily be the main man for Roma. So yeah, I don't really know a lot about him, but Roma obviously read him. So guys, that's pretty much it in this little short and sweet transfer one. Top 5 players of the week. Starting off with Barkley, who has been linked with a move to Tottenham and Manchester United recently. Now, I know one thing, he ain't going to stay at West. He's not going to stay at Everton. He has to go for another club. Now, right now, the chips are all going into Tottenham's little pot, but Manchester United are putting their chips on the table too. So, I do see another club coming in. Another club, I feel, will be Arsenal. So, but then that means if Arsenal might leave. So, I right now I'm still feel like he will go to Tottenham. I just think Manchester United, they already have great midfielders. You got Mata, you got Mkhitaryan. Where does Barkley putting it? I think Mkhitaryan and Mata are actually better than Barkley, so they don't need him. Tottenham, I get why they want Barkley, because you look at the strength and depth. You take Dele Alli. Dele Alli's injured. They don't have anybody else. Eriksen injured. Don't have anybody else. So I see him getting a game for Tottenham than Man United. So if I had to put where he's going to go, I put Tottenham. Belotti has been linked with AC Milan recently. He's number 2 in this list, and he's also been linked quite recently to China. I don't think he'll go to China because he's once again an Italian team for the World Cup. AC Milan are literally spending buying players left, right and centre. It's unbelievable. But maybe he should stay at Torino for another season. Like just like Mbappe, stay for one season. Just like he's staying in Monaco, let's say for another season, try and get in the World Cup team. And why not? You're playing the Champions League, why would you leave? And also I know they're not playing Champions League football and not in Europe, Torino, but I think Belotti should stay there for one more season, just because it's the World Cup year. You don't want to get injured and you don't want to have bad form when you're playing the World Cup. I think he should stay there for one more season. Number 3 is Mendy. He has been linked with a move to Man City. Man City put a bid in, which has been rejected for 35 mil. Monaco on 45 mil. I think they will come back in for another bid, Man City. I don't think with 45 million, or unless I'm wrong. But I do see Man City getting their man. But Mendy, just like I said with Belotti and Mbappe, doesn't need to go. You want to get them. Every player wants us to be in the World Cup team for the World Cup next summer. You don't want to leave now unless you're number 1 target, unless you're playing in that team every game and on the bench. Number 4 is Keita, who's been moved to Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp has been doing Chinese whispers, literally in Asia, saying that Keita's been linked. Keita isn't going. No, we're not linking Keita. I don't know where you're getting these reports from the English media. He ain't going. We're not linking Keita. And then you're putting 6 mil. Oh well, you know the media like they take anything. So Jurgen Klopp's pretty much just saying tight-lipped on that one. But they are looking Keita, but I don't think Keita is worth 70 freaking million. And the 5th one, the last one, is Juan Mata. Now Juan Mata hasn't really been linked with any clubs in this summer, even though in January he has been moved to Inter Milan. But if they are looking Barkley, Manchester United, for me, that means that either Mkhitaryan or him is out the door. And I don't really know where Mata will go, because, well, to be honest, where would he go? I don't think any. I mean, you could say do a swap deal with Everton, but Everton looking Sigurdsson, but then Sigurdsson's worth 50 million. No. So, yeah, it's this type of this is what happens every season. It happens every single year, where rumours just go wildfire and literally anything can happen. So we had to watch on that one. So yeah, that's my top five transfers of the week. So guys, if you like this that's the end of another episode of the Transfer Society. Top comment of next episode's video will be one I choose. Please like, subscribe, and outro.